Oh, sweet mother of Heisenberg, where do I even begin with this show? Breaking Bad, more like breaking my last strand of sanity. I watched this series from start to finish, and let me tell you, it was a descent into madness that Walter White himself would be proud of. First things first, let's talk about Walter White. He's a chemistry teacher who turns into a drug lord. Now, I can buy a lot of things, but I draw the line at a high school science teacher suddenly becoming Pablo freaking Escobar. I mean, seriously, the transformation of Walter White from a timid, mild-mannered nerd to a ruthless, calculating drug kingpin was about as believable as a unicorn riding a rainbow into the sunset. I kept waiting for Walter to break into song and dance, performing a catchy musical number about the periodic table while mixing up a fresh batch of blue meth. Breaking meth. We're cooking chemistry to our last breath. And speaking of Walter, let's not forget about his partner in crime, Jesse Pinkman. Jesse, the guy who can't stop saying yo every 5 seconds. It's like he's got a verbal tick or something.
Come by, son.
40 grams thorium nitrate. Yo, Mr. White, I can't even pronounce half this shit.
No, you know what? Count me out.
I half expected him to start saying, yo, Mr. White, let's cook some meth, yo, in his sleep. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about the incredible, mind-boggling, jaw-dropping, unrealistic plot twists. I swear, every episode had more twists and turns than a roller coaster designed by a mad scientist on meth. It's like the writers were playing a game of how can we make this more insane every time they sat down to pin a script. And don't even get me started on the de-agents. These guys are supposed to be the best in the business, right? But they couldn't catch a cold in Alaska. I mean, seriously, Hank Schrader, the de-agent, spends years chasing Heisenberg without realizing it's his own brother-in-law. It's like the world's worst game of hide and seek. I've got a hunch, Marie. I think Heisenberg might be hiding in plain sight, right under my nose, in fact. And let's not forget about Skylar White, Walter's wife. I have never seen a character so consistently annoying in my entire life. I mean, who would believe that someone would stay with a meth cooking, drug dealing, murderous lunatic for so long? It's like she's been brainwashed by the sheer implausibility of it all. And the violence. Oh, the violence. I haven't seen this much blood and gore since I accidentally cut my finger while making a sandwich. It's like the showrunners had a checklist of gruesome deaths to fulfill, and they were determined to check every box. Hey, let's dissolve a body in acid. Why not, right? But let's not forget about the blue stuff. Ah, the famous blue meth that Walter and Jesse cook. Apparently, it's so pure and so amazing that people are willing to kill for it. I'm sorry, but I've had blue raspberry slushies that were more life-changing than this so-called blue magic. And don't even get me started on the supporting characters. We've got a wheelchair-bound drug lord named Tuco Salamanca who's more volatile than a shaken soda can. I half expected him to start singing show tunes while blowing stuff up. And then there's Saul Goodman, the sleazy lawyer who's about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the face. If this guy were a real lawyer, he'd be disbarred faster than you can say Better Call Saul. But no, he somehow manages to elude the law and keep his shady practice afloat. I object, Your Honor. Objection sustained, Your Honor. Can I have my retainer fee now? And let's not forget about the relentless symbolism in this show. Everything is a symbol for something else, like the pink teddy bear that falls from the sky. What's it a symbol of, you ask? I have no idea. Maybe it symbolizes the writers running out of ideas and resorting to throwing random objects from the sky. And the final season. Oh, don't even get me started on the final season. It's like they ran out of steam and decided to tie up all the loose ends with a series of increasingly implausible events. I won't spoil it, but let's just say it involves a machine gun rigged to a trunk and a lot of conveniently timed explosions. Hang on, folks. We're going to need more plot armor to survive this.
You got me.
But despite all my ranting and raving, I couldn't stop watching. It's like a train wreck that you can't look away from. You know it's ridiculous, but you just have to see how it ends. It's like a twisted addiction, much like the blue meth itself. In conclusion, Breaking Bad is a show that will leave you questioning your own sanity. It's a wild ride filled with improbable plot twists, over-the-top characters, and more violence than you can shake a stick at. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a masterpiece of absurdity that will have you hooked from start to finish. So, if you're looking for a show that will make you question the very fabric of reality itself, look no further than Breaking Bad. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that will leave you wondering if you've gone completely mad. And honestly, isn't that what great television is all about? You see, Breaking Bad isn't just a show, it's a journey into the depths of absurdity. It's a roller coaster ride through a world where the laws of logic and probability seem to have taken a permanent vacation. And as much as I want to criticize it for its sheer insanity, I can't deny that it's also utterly captivating. One of the things that kept me hooked was the sheer audacity of Walter White's character arc. I mean, let's be real, folks, he's the unlikeliest antihero in the history of television. He starts as a cancer-stricken chemistry teacher, and by the end, he's orchestrating violent drug deals, lying to his family, and endangering everyone around him.
See. I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger.
It's like watching Dr. Jekyll slowly morph into Mr. Hyde, except with more chemistry jargon. And let's not forget about Jesse Pinkman. I mean, how many times did this guy escape death? It's as if he had a guardian angel with a peculiar affection for foul-mouthed meth cooks. Or perhaps it was just a testament to his sheer dumb luck. Yo, I survived another disaster, yo. But the brilliance of Breaking Bad lies in its ability to make you root for characters who should, by all accounts, be irredeemable. You find yourself sympathizing with these morally bankrupt individuals, hoping against hope that they'll find redemption. It's like cheering for the bad guys in a cosmic game of tug-of-war. Now, let's talk about the cinematography. Breaking Bad takes the art of visual storytelling to new heights. Every frame is meticulously crafted to convey the characters' emotional states. From the stark desert landscapes to the close-ups of faces etched with desperation, the show's visual language is as compelling as its plot, and that hauntingly beautiful music. The soundtrack is like the heartbeat of the show, pulsating with tension and drama. Those eerie notes that play during pivotal moments, pure genius. It's as if the music itself is whispering, this is where everything changes. But Breaking Bad isn't all darkness and chaos. It's also a meditation on the consequences of one's choices. Walter White's descent into the criminal underworld doesn't come without a hefty price tag. It's a cautionary tale about the corrosive nature of power and the tangled web of lies we weave. And let's not forget the moral dilemmas that pepper the series. Should we sympathize with a man who cooks meth to secure his family's future? Can we justify rooting for a drug dealer as long as he only targets bad people? These questions gnaw at your conscience like a relentless rodent. But perhaps the most impressive feat of Breaking Bad is its ability to keep you on the edge of your seat, episode after episode. The suspense is so palpable that I found myself holding my breath during pivotal moments. It's like a never-ending game of Russian roulette, and you never know when the chamber will click. In conclusion, Breaking Bad is a maddening masterpiece, a paradox of absurdity and brilliance. It's a show that defies reason, logic, and sometimes even good taste. But it's also a show that will leave an indelible mark on your psyche. It'll make you question the very nature of storytelling and morality. So, if you're ready for a wild ride through a world where the absurd becomes the norm and the line between good and evil blurs beyond recognition, then Breaking Bad is your ticket. Just be prepared to lose a few brain cells along the way. See you next week.
$1 billion of profit got two greatest meth cooks in America. Are you ready?
Who the hell are you?
You know. Say my name.
I don't have a damn clue.
I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got fired.
Sure. Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.